In this video, students, we will talk about the basic sentence structure. All of you has a very primary or basic knowledge about the sentence. A sentence is made up of some words, and in a sentence there is a subject, a verb, and object, and sometimes in a sentence a prepositional phrase is added. A sentence has two parts. One is an independent clause or part, and the other is dependent one. Let's talk about first the two parts of a sentence. Independent clause or a part. An independent clause can stand alone as a sentence. It contains a subject and a verb and is a complete idea. Just like I like spaghetti. In this sentence, subject, verb, and object all are present, and it is giving us the wholesome idea of the doer and what he likes. The second sentence is he reads many books. Again, this sentence is complete in its sense. It's telling us about the whole content. Like, it doesn't seem that there is something missing. What is dependent clause? A dependent clause is not a complete sentence. It must be attached to an independent clause to become complete. This is also known as the subordinate clause. For example, although I like spaghetti, this sentence is incomplete. Here we cannot conclude what the main idea of the sentence is. So it's very necessary to be completed for a sentence, in a sense that it must have a subject and a verb or object. Or if it's a independent clause, it must be attached to a independent clause. Let's talk about the three main things which are very necessary to form a sentence. The fourth one is a prepositional phrase. We will talk about it later. Subject. What is a subject? Subject is a doer of the action who does an action, like I, he, you. A person or animal, place, thing, or concept. We can determine the subject in a sentence by asking the question who or what. Following sentences telling us about the subject, and I have highlighted the subjects. I like spaghetti. In this sentence, I is the doer or the main subject. He reads many books. He is the subject. Verb. Verb is the action or concept of the idea, okay, which does anything. We can determine the verb in a sentence by asking the question what was action or what happened. In these sentences, I have highlighted the verb in green. I like spaghetti. He reads many books. Like and reads are the verbs of these sentences. Object. A person, animal, place, or anything or any concept which receives the action is object. Subject is the doer and object is the thing on which the action is done. I like spaghetti. In this sentence, spaghetti is the object. He reads many books. Many books are object. The fourth part of any sentence is prepositional phrase. A phrase that begins with a preposition and modifies a word in the sentence. A prepositional phrase answers one of the many questions like where, when, in what way. Previously, we have discussed two sentences. I like spaghetti, and the other one was he reads many books. So here is the extended form of those sentences. I like spaghetti for dinner. He reads many books in the library. These phrases are starting with preposition for and in. So that's why it's the prepositional phrase. It's the fourth part of any sentence which tells us about something in the sentence.